Hi, so today I'll be showing you how to make a butterfly knife, a very simple one out of paper. This is what it's going to look like. It doesn't look like it's paper, but that's because I Sharpied it in, but let me flip it and open it. That's what it looks like. It's a little bit crooked, but it's nothing I can do to fix that right now. It's extremely simple. If you remember my last butterfly knife, it was very flawed. It would look like the one from CSGO, but it's not a great knife. It's very flimsy, as you can see here. This one is a lot better. This one is made specifically for flipping. As you can see, it's a heavier knife, flips amazingly. So all you will be needing for this project are some toothpicks, cardstock paper, glue, and it's a craft knife. And what's optional is some super glue. It'll help speed the process. But let's get right into it. So the first step I'll be taking, like most of my builds, is creating the sketch. And if you see my other videos, I always start with a sketch. And this sketch, I'll be providing you with all the dimensions so that you don't have to worry about creating them yourself. So first, I'm just gonna go ahead and start doing it. What I'm gonna need is 4 handles, 2 for each handle, so that I have a space that the blade can slip into. And then the blade itself, it's going to be as simple as it gets because this is going to be a trainer butterfly knife. So I'm going to get started with that. Alright, so I'm completely done with my drawing. This is extremely simple drawing, so I won't need to provide the template. As you can see here, the blade is 4.25 inches in length, and the blade starts to shape in 1.75 inches from the top. And then we're going to have 4 bars, which are all 5 inches by a ½ inch. So you're going to cut all of that out, and then you want to cut these semicircles over here on the sides. They don't have to be exact or anything, just this is where the handles will be attached. So you just want to make sure that the side's wide enough for the handles to be attached somewhere. So that's pretty much it. The blade's also 9/16 inches in width, so you guys can go ahead and make your own templates for that. And the next step we'll be doing is we're going to be creating hardened paper. But since I do have a lot of scrap hardened paper, I'll be using this. If you don't know how to create hardened paper, I'll explain it quickly right now, but if you want a more in-depth explanation, I have a video on my channel if you want to go check that out. So basically, to make hardened paper like I have over here, all you want to do is, this is cardstock. It's like construction paper. If you have construction paper, you can use that. Or you can go buy a 110-pound cardstock at like a local Walmart or online. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half like this, and you're going to crease it, and then you want to spread glue on one side, and then you're going to fold it together and just flatten it out. And once you do that, that creates one hardened sheet. That's one hardened sheet of paper, and you want to leave that under some textbooks to dry. And then once you have one sheet, you want to make 2 more, and then you glue those together like you did for before, and you'll create this thick hardened sheet that I'll be cutting out of. Again, this is just not a great explanation. If you want to see how to make it, I have a video on my channel, so you want to go check that out. So basically what I said before, we're going to be using 3 hardened sheets thick piece of paper, and then I'll just be pasting this template onto here and using a craft knife, which is this. You can use an X-Acto knife or this craft knife that I bought from the dollar store. And basically, I didn't say this before, but the glue that you want to be using is this regular Elmer's glue, and also you want to get this right here, which is a cutting board so that you don't cut up your table. And I'm just gonna quickly cut this out. And for now, these are all the materials we'll be needing. But for like the hinges on the butterfly knife, you'll be needing toothpicks. that's about it, and I'll go right ahead and start cutting out my design. Alright, so I've cut out the main components of the knife. Here's the blade, and here are the 4 pieces for the handles. So basically how the handles will work is you'll take 2 of these and you'll stack it, and that'll make 1 handle, but you still need that space in between it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hardened sheet of paper, I'm going to cut very thin strips, and I'm going to stack 2 of those strips up and put them on one side to divide up these spacers so that the blade can just slide in there with no problem. Alright, and the next thing you'll be needing for the hinges are toothpicks. These are regular toothpick. I suggest they're rounded. I don't have rounded ones, so I'll just be using the kind of squarish ones. That's okay. If you don't have those, I've heard that Q-tips work. But anyways, in order to cut the holes in, what you're gonna do is I take this thumbtack and I just push it through and then use something to hammer it in. And then I slowly start widening the hole until I can fit a toothpick in that will successfully actually like move around. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the spaces and then show you what that looks like. Alright, so just to explain how the spacers will work, I cut out 2 spacers, very thin strips that are shorter than the length of the handle. Basically, you stack them on top of each other and then glue it like that. And then you're just going to put it on the bottom left and the bottom right of the other handle. So like that. And once you put the other piece of the handle on top, like that, and glue it, it'll create this space. So that when, this is just one portion of the blade, when it flips down, like this. Once it flips down, it will just slide into there. See that? So I'm just gonna do that, and then I have to cut out 2 more pieces for the other handle, and I'll glue that together. So here's what it looks like so far. I know I skipped a couple of steps and didn't show you, but it's not that far ahead. Nothing's in place, as you can see. It completely comes apart. All I did was put the holes in and put the tang pin in. Basically I can remove all of this. It's a little tight, but yes, I can remove it. There we go. See, nothing's actually, it's just the regular parts. I still haven't put in the supports. Main thing you want to do is make sure that you put the holes in before you actually put this dividers in. Like I said before, if you didn't get it, to put the holes in, all I did was first made a hole with this thumbtack, kind of widened it, and then forced a toothpick into it so that it could actually fit. And that's basically it. What I'm going to do is, before I glue these together, is a perfect time I want to make it look better, so I'm going to Sharpie it. I'll put some designs on it, and then what I'm going to do is, like I said before, I'm just going to glue the dividers on here, put the other side on, and then attach everything. So let me go ahead and Sharpie everything and make it look better. Alright, so as you can see here, I finished coloring the blade and the 4 handles. I think it looks pretty good, but I did get a bit sloppy. As you can see, I have some parts where I messed up, and there's still some lines. What I basically went for was these handles you can see in my other builds. One second. For example, in my Huntsman, you can see the same type of design. And then for the blade, I went for the katana. If you look at a katana, you can see this type of design, and I thought that would be a good design to put on it. And next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take these two dividers and put them right here on the side like that, so that there is a space like I explained before, so that it can actually slide in there. And one thing I didn't say before is that make sure this divider is shorter than the handle. Otherwise, if it's all the way to the top, the blade's not gonna fit. So I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing that together, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, everything's glued in. I just need to break off these toothpicks. As you can see, everything flips well, opens well. It is a bit crooked at the top, but at this point there's nothing I can do to fix it. Unfortunately, I should have seen that before, but otherwise I love it the way it's looking right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just snap off. Oops. Snap that off. Snap that off. There we go. And this side as well. And we have a butterfly knife. Close it. Sorry. There we go. So I'm extremely happy. Let me just move the camera back a little bit. I'm extremely happy with the way it turned out. As you can see, very nice knife. Flips well too. There you go. Sorry, I'm not too good at flipping it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment if you liked it, and I'll be back next time.